What's going on, guys? This is Iconic Thought with Iconic Comms, and today I have a quick review of a case for the iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S. So this is the Vapor Pro made by Element Case, and if you guys want to go check them out, I'll leave their link in the description below. And when you open it up, basically what you're going to get is this little pouch, which contains your case as well as a few other things. They give you a certificate of authenticity, as well as instructions on the back on how to install the case. They also give you a little thank you card, as well as a description about the case. And they also give you their Hex Wrench Pro, and this is basically going to be used to make any kinds of adjustments on the case. And what's really cool about this is that it's very portable, so you can basically hang this on your keychain, and if you need to make any kinds of adjustments on the go, you got your little tool with you at all times. So really nifty, very handy. They also give you 2 extra screws just in case you happen to lose one of them while you're trying to adjust it, so very thoughtful of them. And they also give you 2 other things. Considering that the Vapor Pro is a bumper style case, it leaves no protection for the back of your iPhone. So Element Case was very thoughtful enough to send you their back cover. So this is basically a suede material, and it's going to give you extra protection for the back in case you guys want protection for the back of your iPhone. And it leaves a little opening for your flash as well as your camera. And they also give you one for the front earpiece as well. Now, if you guys choose not to use the front earpiece one, they also give you a regular screen protector as well. Now, like I said before, the case is a bumper style case, and it's a 2-piece design held together by these 2 screws right here, as well as these 2 right over here. So the case is very lightweight. Basically what the case is made of is what they call their aircraft grade aluminum, and basically what that means is this case is made from the material that they use to build airplanes. So it's very lightweight, and take my word for it, guys, it's like a feather. This battery weighs much more than this case does. It's your standard AA battery. So extremely lightweight, and I know that people have had problems with aluminum cases where the case would block reception. Quite the opposite with this case, and this test shows all the details. I'll get through that later, as after I get through the case itself. So alright, so the case, like I said, is a 2-piece design. I'm just going to go through each part individually. So the top of the case, you got a button for your sleep-wake. And I'm not going to lie, this is actually easier to press with the case on than with the case off. So I thought that was pretty awesome. They also give you an opening for your headphone jack. And most headphone jacks should work with this case. The only ones that will not work are the ones, for example, not like this, but if you see my thumb and index finger, you'll see that you'll have headphone jacks that have that added bulk. Basically, those types of headphones will not work with this case, unfortunately. But jacks like this one, as well as this one, will work perfectly fine. Now, on the side of the case, you got an opening for your silence switch, as well as your volume up and volume down. And pretty easy to access everything, except for the sleep-wake button. You might need to dig in a little bit to switch them on and off, but for the most part, I have not had a single problem just yet. And they also give you this little engraving on the side, Vapor Pro. Also, I forgot to mention, you can get this case in a number of different colors. So if you guys don't like blue and silver, you can get red and black, red and silver, blue and black, gold and black, gold and silver, etc., etc. Just basically go to their website and they will show you all the different combinations. Now, on the bottom, you do have an opening for your dock connector, as well as both speakers. Now, when they say this is precision cut, they mean precision cut. Basically, your speakers are going to look like they're slightly covered, but they're not. If you shine a flashlight in between each one, you'll see that there is very little space in between your speakers. So there is a little bit of space at the end, so everything is still exposed. As you can see, there is a bit of a lip on the bottom, so this case will not work with most dock connectors. For example, if you have like a stereo where you can just plug in your iPhone, you would need to take your case off to use it. So a little bit unfortunate, but for the most part, every pin connector like your iPod charger or iPhone charger will work with it. My auxiliary cable works just fine with this as well for my car. So now on the right side of the case, you'll see that they have three little spaces or three little openings. Basically, for the iPhone 4S, I believe it's called the GSM card. There's a little slot to put your GSM card, and basically what that's going to do is if you travel overseas, whether you're coming from Europe or if you're going to Europe, and they have your carrier over there, basically you can use your phone overseas. And they leave this little opening so that you don't have to take the case off every time you try to open up the GSM slot. So very, very innovative, very thoughtful of them to do that. And actually also gives that, with that little opening, they also give you that extra lightweightness. I don't know exactly what to call it, but that's what I'm going to call it for now. Now on the inside, I know metal cases tend to scratch up the sides of your phone, but what's really nice about them is they give you this little rubber padding on each side. So one right over here, none over here, but it's okay because they give you extra protection with these corners, as well as the small ones over here, and one right over here. So basically, when you have the case on, not only is it going to be snug, but it's also going to protect the sides of your iPhone as well. So this case will not scratch up your phone, thankfully. So that's pretty much the case. I mean, there's really not much more to tell you except that it's very lightweight and pretty much one of the best cases I've bought for the iPhone 4S so far. Belkin cases do not compare to this. So there you go. And now I will go to the speed test. So basically I did 2 sets of 6 tests, and I did 6 tests with the case on and 6 tests with the case off. So I also did an average of each one just so that you guys can see the general average of each test. So I did a test. I did a test for ping, download speed, as well as upload speed. Not exactly sure what ping is, but I'll leave that in the description below as well once I Google it and stuff. So I'm not gonna go through each one because that's gonna take forever, and I'm sure you guys don't want to just sit here listening to me give you stats. So on the first test with the case on, I got 16 milliseconds for ping. For download speed, I got 19.5 megabytes per second. Upload speed was at 5.26 megabytes per second. Now I'll get now the average for each one was 15.5 milliseconds for ping, 19.49 megabytes per second for download speed, 5.27 megabytes per second for upload speed. And I didn't I did round up, or I did round like any kind of rounding. Basically round it up if it's above 4. So the actual number I got was 5.2683 repeating. So I rounded up to 5.27. So that's the test with the case on. Now with the case off, this is pretty much the first test I got with the case off. 15 milliseconds, at least I think that's what it is, for ping. So a little slower with ping. 19.53 megabytes per second for download speed, a little bit faster, and 5.29 megabytes per second for upload speed, also a little bit faster. But when I averaged all 6 tests, ping for both were exactly the same. The download speed was actually a tiny bit slower. The average was 19.48 megabytes per second, or 19.4783 repeating, with the case off. Now, with the case on, it averaged at 19.49 exactly. So, download speed was a little bit faster. Now, upload speed averaged at 5.25 megabytes per second, or 5.25166667 megabytes per second. Also, slightly slower than with the case on. So as you can see, the case does not affect or affect the reception in any way. Either way, you're going to pretty much get the same speed, whether the case is on or off. So there you have it. That's the Vapor Pro by Element case. Also, this case retails at about $120. If you go on eBay, you can get this for $60, and you pretty much get everything. You get the case, pouch, cleaning tool. You also get your wrench, as well as the screen protectors and everything. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment, like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you guys want us to review anything else. You know, if there's any apps that you guys want us to review, we do review them. So if it's in a reasonable price range, we may even purchase it and review it for you. So my name is Iconic Thought, and hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day, guys.